He was the son of the greatest conqueror in history, the heir of the legendary Cyrus the Great. He was expected to rule like a god, to continue a legacy that had reshaped the world. But his story would become one of ambition, madness, and profound tragedy. This is the rise and fall of Cambyses II. In 530 BC, the unthinkable happened. Cyrus the Great, founder of the Achaemenid Empire, died during a campaign in Central Asia. He left behind an empire of unprecedented scale, stretching from the edges of India to the Mediterranean Sea. His son, Cambyses II, inherited this vast domain. He was young, he was powerful, and he was determined to surpass his father. But living in the shadow of a legend is a heavy burden. Cambyses knew he had to prove himself, not just as a king, but as a conqueror worthy of his name. He needed to show the world that he was more than just the son of Cyrus. And soon, his target became clear: Egypt, the ancient and fabulously wealthy kingdom of the pharaohs. In 525 BC, Cambyses launched one of the most audacious military campaigns in history. He marched his army across the brutal Sinai Desert, a feat many thought impossible. He was a master of strategy, using spies to gather intelligence, diplomacy to secure allies, and sheer military genius to outmaneuver his opponents. At the decisive Battle of Pelusium, the Persian war machine crushed the forces of Pharaoh Psamtik III. Egypt, a civilization that had endured for millennia, fell. For the first time ever, a king from Asia ruled the land of the Nile. But Cambyses did something completely unexpected. Instead of ruling as a foreign conqueror, he became pharaoh. He adopted the double crown, respected Egyptian religious rituals, and visited their most sacred temples. He presented himself not as an invader, but as a legitimate successor to their divine kings. At this moment, Cambyses stood at the pinnacle of power, the ruler of the greatest empire the world had ever known. But it is at the highest peaks that the winds blow the coldest. Dark rumors began to swirl, spread primarily by Greek writers who were often hostile to Persia. They painted Cambyses as a cruel and unstable tyrant. They claimed he descended into madness, that he desecrated sacred temples, mocked Egyptian priests, and even murdered his own brother, Bardia, in a fit of paranoia. Modern historians, however, are skeptical. Many of these sensational stories smell of propaganda, designed to tarnish the reputation of a powerful rival. The true nature of his rule in Egypt remains shrouded in mystery, a battle between historical fact and ancient slander. While Cambyses was securing his rule in Egypt, a crisis was brewing back in the heart of the empire. A man named Gaumata appeared, and he made a shocking claim. He declared that he was Bardia, Cambyses' supposedly dead brother, and the true heir to the throne. The people, tired of long wars and heavy taxes, believed him. Gaumata quickly won popular support by lowering taxes and freeing prisoners. The Persian Empire, built by his father's blood and his own ambition, began to slip from Cambyses' grasp. Furious and desperate, Cambyses abandoned Egypt and began a frantic race back to Persia to confront the usurper. He had to reclaim his throne and expose the impostor. But fate, it seems, had other plans. During the arduous journey, he suffered a severe wound to his thigh. Some ancient sources claim it was a simple accident, his own sword slipping from its scabbard. Others whisper of a darker end, that the king, seeing his empire crumble and his name disgraced, took his own life. In 522 BC, Cambyses II died. He died far from home, his empire in chaos and his legacy in tatters. He had expanded the Persian Empire to its greatest extent, conquering the unconquerable land of Egypt and ruling over 2 continents. But history, written by the victors, often remembers him not as a brilliant conqueror like his father, but as a tragic king who flew too close to the sun and lost everything. His sudden death left a power vacuum, opening the door for a new, even more famous legend to rise from the chaos: Cyrus the Great. Thanks for watching. If you want to learn more about the incredible stories from our past, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you next time.